Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola from the west side. Everything is moving slow on my side, y'all. So, yeah. I don't know if it's StreamYards that's tripping. I'm not sure. But it's not tripping on you guys' end, so let me see. Trying to see. Which one of the networks I'm on in the house. Let me see. Yeah, because see on my end, it's starting to catch up. My signal is good. Okay, so let me come on camera. Wait a minute, let me do this first. Let me see. See if I can get the comments. Hey, Terry. Get on. Everything should be. Yeah, I think it's just the I think it's StreamYards. Hey guys. Okay, yeah, it's starting to catch up on my end. It's kind of moving a little slow. I haven't been on here in a minute. As long as it's it's not dragging that much on you guys' side, then I'm not worried about it. I just don't want what's going out on the airways to look crazy. But I think it's just on my side. I think I'm going a little slow. All right, let me look a little closer. Anyway, happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. I have been at a leadership conference for the last few days that the ministry that I belong to has annually. And this was our first year coming back and doing this in person. And it's really for people of faith, believers, who are in what I consider and what is considered marketplace ministry. In other words, you don't work. You're not a minister or a pastor or anything like in a church, but what your career is in something in the marketplace, like, what I do. And then also because, I'm also doing stuff in the entertainment industry again at this point in my life. And it was a really good experience for me because some of the things that I kind of knew I needed to were part of what I needed to be doing globally, not just on YouTube, but just across the board, were confirmed. And I got called out as being an influencer. And I don't think that I ever kind of took, influencing seriously, because I got a little teeny channel on YouTube. And I got less than 100 followers on TikTok. And I don't even know how many people on Instagram, Facebook. Well, that's a whole nother thing because that's personal. That's my personal life, So I have, most of my followers are people who are my friends on Facebook are my family, like my 1,000,001 cousins. But the thing that I understand, is that I am a person of a particular age. And even culturally, though the older women are supposed to teach the younger women. And so I recognize that as my role. I mean, just period. You know what I mean? And that's probably one of the reasons why I don't get on YouTube with a bunch of nonsense. Now I have a little fun doing little dance challenges and everything on TikTok and that kind of stuff. But as far as the stuff that I upload on YouTube, I'm trying to give knowledge, specifically in the areas that are part of my quote unquote ministry, which is, autism life, talking about autism, talking about really, dealing with it past the age of 18, talking about things that can be that you should know before your children hit 18, but also talking about things from the perspective of a parent of someone
who is now an adult. And then on the flip side, talking about life at 55 plus. So let me see. Yeah, this thing is just, and literally, in a few more months, I'm going to be at 60. But, that's cool. That's cool with me, because I think I can give perspective on a lot of things, but like dealing with the stuff that I'm trying to put out here with my fashion stuff, because I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to be doing that are really dealing with my 55 plus life. One of them is going to be an unbagging of something, and then just showing different ways that this particular item can be worn. Then I'm also going to be doing a fall fashions video. This thing is just, let me do that. I'm going to be doing a fall fashions video where I'm going to kind of show some of my own. Hold on a second. Showing some of my own fashion. And let me just say this: when I put out things in my videos, these are fashions that I feel, well, first of all, they're my own personal taste, and I am fortunate that I have the type of body type where I could wear just about anything. However, I think the things that I'm going to be showcasing are things that are age appropriate and that can be worn by women of many sizes. So that's the kind of things that I want to do as far as my fashions in regards to my 55 plus life, but that's not the only part of 55 plus life. So I understood, what was put on me, because let me just say this out loud, y'all. I have been procrastinating on finishing my book. I've let things get in the way of the book. It literally has one chapter to be done, and I have been my biggest obstacle. Nothing but me, because at this point, it doesn't matter if the different devices that I have the manuscript on are tripping. I am going to, if push come to shove, transcribe it from pages to a Word doc, so that it can be finished, because I've got different variations on different devices, trust me. And I think the one version that is my most updated version is on my other iPad that is not connected into the network of the other devices. So I got to get that together this week so that I can finish the book. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on behind the scenes, as well as getting my spoken word poetry done and trying to showcase that stuff various places. But I gotta finish this freaking book, because it has to be done, period. And I am blocking somebody else's blessing of knowledge from my own experience of raising somebody on the autism spectrum that is a person of color. And I got convicted in regards to that. In regards to that, y'all, I got convicted. So here we are. But like I said, the conference was just really, really. It was a good. Push this over. Everything's tripping right now, y'all. You guys can hear me, but my monitor is tripping. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. And I think this is just to distract me. So I get off course of what I need to talk about tonight. It's just irritating to me. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me just see if it works better this way. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna try that. I just took my phone off of the home network because it's irritating. Okay, so back to the subject at hand. I think that the conference for me was a very good good way for me to refocus on the things that I need to be doing and to revigorate me in regards to, my purposes and the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I need to just finish those freaking hours so I can just get this freaking insurance license, because I need to get that done, because I want to be starting on getting my real estate license first quarter of next year. So I'm trying to do that. And then after I get the real estate license, then I'm going to start studying so that I can get my Series 7's license, So yeah, we're trying to work on a bunch of different things. And I want to have all of that stuff done by the middle of next year. So DC has to stop freaking procrastinating, because it's me. In other news, my MacBook has finally died. She has died. So that forces me to upgrade my phone and to go ahead and get the all-in-one Mac. I was thinking about getting another MacBook, but I think at this point I just need to get the all-in-one, and I'll get another MacBook eventually. But so that's what I'm going to be working on. And the all-in-ones are really not that expensive when you're getting the older ones and you're not trying to get the new ones. So I'm going to get one of those certified ones, the ones that is refurbished, that has at least whatever OS I needed to have on there, as far as, the Macs. And I think I forget which one. I want to say it's something. It's not like is it like Sierra or one of those? It's like way higher than what was on my MacBook. Way higher. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, Terry, I just got to get off of my behind and do the stuff that I need to do, because the reality is, how things are going in this current iteration of this country that we live in, and the majority of the people that view my channel live in the United States. We need to start to be pushing ourselves towards entrepreneurship. because a lot of things are going towards automation, which means AI is going to be doing things that are done by humans. And there's a lot of jobs that, at least at this point, AI cannot do for you. It cannot do for us. But then again, there are other ones that it can. And those of us who are the older generation, and I'm talking about people that are over the age of, I would say 40 and over. 40 and over. Because I say under 40, the majority of them, there's, the internet's always existed. Mm-hmm. And, they've come in. So as far as the tech stuff, they've got a lot of the skills, and it'll be easier for them to change. Those of us who are older, if we don't have the tech skills, we better start getting them. This is really irritating me. Hold on. Ugh, I hate these things. Been wearing these things for the last couple of days, and they're killing me. And I don't want to pull them off on camera. So I'm not going to do that. I swear. But, we need to literally just become more tech savvy and think about using the automation to upgrade us versus the automation replacing us, in jobs. A lot of jobs, like I said, like I believe Walmart is letting go 1,500 people for automation so that they can compete with Amazon. And you have to think about some of I don't think it's going to get to the higher, but some of our lower paying jobs, the jobs that are, I would say like under $20 jobs. Some of those jobs, those are the ones that they're looking for automation. You see what's going on in some of the supermarkets. You see what's going on in some of the retailers, like the drugstore types. And in retail, where they have, they're starting to have less and less lanes that have a person to help you with your purchases. And more the self-service. And so that's going to start to go into more of I would say it's going to affect more of the private sector than I don't see it impacting like civil servant, like county and state and federal yet. But as soon as they figure out a way to automate some of the things that are done in those types of jobs, they will do it. They will do it. And if we as people in this country don't start to get to the entrepreneurial spirit and understand the true meaning of the capitalistic nation, although it's a democracy, capitalistic nation that we live in, we're going to be left in the dust. Because if you think about it, the majority of people that will be eligible to retire in the next 10 years, myself being one of them, will not be able to afford to retire when it's time for them to retire, because all they have is that Social Security, which nobody can live off of. So they'll continue. So a lot of people are going to be working into their 70s, which is really sad. I don't want to be working for somebody else into my 70s. So I'm trying to bust a move. So people don't understand this. And the reason why I'm saying these things is because we need to look at what's going on like around us and look at the fact that our country, although people don't want to hear this, is being forced into a recession. Job rates and the rate of people's pay in whatever they're doing, be they self-employed or be they work for someone else, is not keeping up with the rate of the prices of things that are necessary are going up. We're not talking about luxury items or what do you call recreational expenses. We're talking about food. We're talking about gas in your car if you happen to work outside of the home. And did I not tell everyone while we were going through the 2 years of the panorama that people needed to start having small gardens at home, even if it's just a couple of vegetables, even if you live in, an apartment type situation where you may only have like a small porch or a balcony or whatever. I wasn't playing. And then here's the other thing. We have to look at what we are buying when we're going to the stores, because the majority of what's in the grocery stores is bad for us. So much of that stuff is processed. So let me give you guys one of the rules. One of the good rules when you're going to the grocery store: shop and buy the things on the outside. The things on the outside are generally the things that, are healthier. That's where you're going to find your vegetables. You're going to find things like your meats and stuff, not, like your boxed foods, that's not where you're going to find your bread, but you'll find your eggs and you'll find your cheeses. All of this stuff is on the outside, the outer side of the store, the walls. That's really the only thing that you should be buying in the stores, truth be told. I know we've all been told that we need to start to, store certain dry goods. Yeah, there are certain dry goods which are going to be on the inner parts of the store that you should be, keeping certain amounts of, just so that you'll have it when it's either unavailable or too freaking high to go buy at the store. But again, do small things at home, even if you think you don't have a green. The easiest things to plant at home are things like potatoes, um, herbs, um, greens. These are things that you could do either as container crops, which is, little things, or if you have a backyard, in the backyard. I'm just giving suggestions. I'm gonna just keep giving out and the problem with when you go to the stores, when you go to like the gardens and nurseries and everything, or go to your Lowe's or your Home Depot, majority of the seeds will not reproduce next year. So you're gonna have to buy seeds for this year and for next year. Cause they're not gonna come back because that's how they're GMOing everything. Because we as a foolish country allow that stuff. That's why, certain foods I tell people don't eat. Like, you have to be careful with things like, salmon if it wasn't wild caught. Because it may not be salmon only. But it was a great, all the stuff that we talked about over the past few days. It was great stuff. And some of it is things that I have talked about on this channel, but I have not gone fully in because there are certain things that you can't talk about on YouTube, unfortunately, not anymore. Or you have to be careful as to how you talk about certain things. But I got a confirmation about, how I felt about performances at award shows and Super Bowls and all of these different things as to what's really going on in plain sight. And I've shared things with you guys about the outer circles of the industry, but there's a lot of things that are going on in there, and regardless of whether there is a quote unquote Illuminati, there are some things that are going on that are not right. And there's a lot of predictive programming, and messaging that is put out either through movies and songs or through the echo chambers of social media. And how they try to shape people's thinking. Like, have you ever noticed that you might be watching something on TV or looking at something, and then you'll go to your phone or your computer? Usually we'll go to our phone because, that's the little computer in our hand, and start to go look for that, and it just pops up. either in your Google or your Facebook or whatever. Like they're reading your mind, huh? Isn't that interesting? But we all know, or maybe we don't all know. Hey, Poetic Hills. We all know, or maybe we don't all know, that these little handheld computers that we have with us all the time, that even if we turn them off, they can still hear what the F is going on. I mean the chocolate chip cookie, y'all. With dark chocolate. Dark chocolate helps. It's a natural dopamine. It helps increase your dopamine. Natural high. But yeah, and that's like one of the reasons. And I used to laugh, but seriously, why? I've got a couple of those Echoes, Alexas around here. Shut up, Alexa. See? Do you see? Never mind, Alexa. I'm not talking to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even talking to her. Which is why she's normally unplugged. Because those things are listening, even when you turn them off. My dude will not allow those things to the upstairs part of the house. He doesn't want it anywhere upstairs. They're only allowed down here in the living room area and in my office. These are the only places that it can be. And usually the one that's here in my office, I usually have it cut off for obvious reasons. But yeah, them and our handheld computers are always listening to everything. Everything. And although we think we have privacy, we gave it up. We gave it up. With every app that we have accepted on our phones, we have given them a part of who we are. Our quote unquote digital footprint. No privacy. We don't have any privacy. And the younger generation, they don't understand. I don't think they understand how much they don't have. I think us older people understand, those of us, that were here before there was a MySpace. We're here, we're back in the days of when, you had the chat rooms on freaking AOL of all places. Y'all remember Black Voices and all of that stuff? That was like the beginning of all of this social media stuff. Yeah. But the Facebook generation, because we're the MySpace generation, whether we know it or not. The Facebook generation and the Instagram generation and TikTok, they're on a whole nother something else, because from 2009 going forward, everything from before that, but from 2009 going forward, we have given away a layer of our privacy, layers and layers of our privacy. That's what we've done. Sorry, I gotta fan myself for a minute, y'all. It's so warm in here. It's really not that it's warm in here. It's really the ring light. But that's nothing we can do about that, because I am not a light-skinned person. And if I don't have that ring light on, y'all can't see me. I just look like, a brown, just look dark. And I have like one light on in here. Let me turn it off for 1 second. Let me see. See how y'all see what I look like. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna turn it back on. We're gonna turn it back on. Because y'all can't really see me now. See how? Yeah, but I love my chocolate skin. Make no mistake of that. Yeah, there we go. That felt good for a minute, though. Cooled me off for a minute. So now let's get on to the crap that is going on this platform. There's interesting things going on in the world, but then we have YouTube stuff, don't we, though? Content creators on here losing their effing minds. So I'm going to start with the bigger one, then I'll come to the one that's, down here in our sector. So let's talk about what's going on with Armand Wiggins right now, and how he got had by Jason Lee. And how Chelsea was right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, so Chelsea, Alana, who is now Tasha K's assistant, was once upon a time an assistant for Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee. Jason Lee has a reputation of not paying Black people. Okay. And she's part of, the Amen crowd who has been talking about this. But, people were saying, they weren't believing all of this stuff. Saying she was stupid, saying she was dumb, on her first marketing gig, and, and everything that she said was a lie in regards to Jason Lee. Let's fast forward a few years to now. And we all know the history of Armand Wiggins with Tasha K, and how he's one of the reasons why, along with Storm Monroe, why she's probably never going to help anybody on YouTube again. And she only helped him for a freaking minute, but really, he's been salty about it ever since then, that she really didn't help him and went on to help Storm and yada, yada, yada. So he's been doing the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's how he hooked his behind up with Jason Lee. So now he's gone through his own Jason Lee reality. But in the middle of doing all of his stuff, he's gone around here and done some disparaging things, like calling my girl Couture Bay out of her freaking name, when she had been like really, shouting him out and stuff at times before. And so now Mr. Wiggins got on here and did his own dragation of Jason Lee. Good for him. But you should have done it 4 months ago. Dude, what were you doing? Why would you even get with this hate the black part of me dude? And then he used you. Stole stuff from you just like he stole from everybody else. Because he doesn't have a creative bone in his friggin' body. And shouts out to Jovi Beauty. Please go check out her several lives today in regards to the Armand Wiggins situation. I think I didn't post them, but I will post both of them on my community wall. Come on in. He wants to come say hi. Come on in. They can't see you yet because you got to come close. You look up. Say hi. They can see you now. Okay. All right. I see you. There you go. Why? Oh, he closed the door. So anyway, he made me, okay. I will post both of those videos on here, because in her last one, shouts out to Chelsea Alana, she came through there and gave a little so-and-so on it. Added a little something on it. In other news, I'm not sure what's going on with our girl Tasha, but it appears that Cardi B's going to be getting hold of her YouTube wages. Now I know that she has I think she has one more appeal in this. And I'm sure that her vacation and traditional marriage over in Africa and everything was lovely. And I think that obviously there's some money over there I mean, allegedly. So I don't know what's going to happen and what Cardi's going to get. But I know a lot of people were out here cheering on him. Pour me some LaCroix in here. Some more LaCroix in there, rather. Coconut water. People were cheering on, I guess, what they felt was the tearing down of Tasha K. Tasha gonna be fine. I don't know if Cardi B is gonna get anything. She may get her YouTube checks, but I don't think she's gonna be able to get anything else. She can't go after her husband. And if she put everything in his name and you can't get to it, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I don't know what to tell you. But that's another situation. And we have to look at that and look at how that is going to impact everyone else on here who at any period in time may talk about someone who is considered a freaking celebrity. Because I think that's one of the reasons why Corey started running after Storm when he had this, I guess, interview with this alleged neighbor who was given 4th and 5th generation information from 20 years ago when she was 14. I don't know, to get her 15 minutes of fame. And Corey screaming lawsuit. And then, we have Nicki Minaj going after Nosy Ho. And I don't think that it's going to stop at this point. I think we're going to see more of that. And I think that the truth is that, like it or not, YouTubers that are giving out, that are on here having conversations or talking in regards to celebrities or, things like that, are going to have to follow journalistic principles. Yeah, they're going to have to start following journalistic principles with their stories. Because saying alleged is not going to work anymore. It's not going to work. All right, now let me get to this last one, which is just so stupid. On the platform. So, while I was off, getting rejuvenated and everything, and we've had a situation, and I guess this is the week that it's supposed to be, floating around here with Elle Nixon and with Peace Love, and there's been interviews, in regards to the situation. So, you've got people on both sides of the situation. So I'm gonna give my opinion and give what I know. My opinion, first and foremost, is that Why the F is this being even talked about on YouTube? Why are people disrespecting a child? F what you think about him, peace, love, or anything else. What the F is wrong with y'all? What the F is wrong with y'all? Okay, so now let's get into the situation. So L. Nixon is legally, he's separated and is now going through the process of a divorce. Okay. And I guess he has had conversations and gotten to know several young ladies, several women on the platform. Y'all know how I feel about online stuff. That's just, whatever. But nonetheless, throughout that process, it ultimately, he decided, in the end, that Peace Love is the person that he wants to speak with. Now, from what I know, she knows exactly what's going on in his situation, as she should. And also, it's not our effing business. And I just want to know, why are people making themselves judge and jury? And who the F decided they were going to be messy and go talk to his, soon-to-be ex-wife and bringing her onto this platform, and now hence his child? What the F is wrong with you people? All these self-righteous people on here. All these self-righteous people on here who are suddenly concerned about the sanctity of a marriage. A marriage in which there was DV. And surprise, surprise, the DV was not him. It was her. And here's what I'm going to say. Shame on everybody on here who is on here like laughing and making fun of the fact of a man who was involved in a DV situation. First of all, that don't mean that this person is a punk or whatever, but it means that he ain't trying to, do whatever to the other person, to his partner, his wife. He actually, he's not a, as y'all say, pussy, because he actually came forward. This is the reason why the majority of men who are the victims don't say ish. Don't say nothing. And it's not because that person is stronger than them. It's because they, as a man, don't want to hurt this woman. And I believe in this particular case, we're dealing with someone who has PTSD from service. And PTSD is no joke. And we've heard the tapes in her own voice. And she needs to go get herself together. none of this should even be on this freaking platform. We shouldn't even know nothing about none of this stuff. And I know that they didn't bring it to it. I know it was some messy ass person out there, some female probably, who brought this ish to the platform. You know, I don't consider YouTube a dating service, but apparently a lot of people do. Okay, good for y'all. But I think we're going to see more to come in regards to this, and I really feel, you know, sad for the child that's involved, and with all the messy people who've been getting their clicks and views on here, stirring up ish. Y'all know who y'all are. I don't need to name your names. You ain't gonna get no a click and view from here. Not gonna put your names in it. Mm-hmm. Not a damn thing from over here. I'm just over it. The whole situation is just stupid. And I don't even know why it's on here. You know. But what I will say is that for months I saw a whole bunch of women, you know, throwing their panties at this man. Mm-hmm. That's what I saw. So, anyway, you guys, I've been on here for over an hour. You know, I don't like to be on here for more than an hour because people don't tend to watch videos that are more than an hour. They just don't. I will be back on Friday. You know, I'm done with my conference. I'm working on two videos for content for, you know, my 55 plus lifestyle part of the channel. I have another autism life video coming up. I have a coffee talk coming up. I have a daily thought. So I've got a bunch of videos that are in process, but because I am a production company of one, it's gonna take a minute for me to get everything out there. But I'm proud of how I do my own stuff, you know. And it is what it is. I think right now I am really focusing on getting my content out for you guys. I am focusing on getting more people drawn to my channel and getting more views, especially because of the changes in the way that YouTube is trying to pay us. And I am also trying to situate myself so that I can start to do some more branding and of the channel the way I want it to be branded. It's where I want it, but I need to give myself so that I can put together marketing package so that I can start to pull in some sponsors and have some paid ads and all of that stuff, because that's where we're trying to take the channel, because this is a business. That's right. This is a business. And we need to treat it as such. We need to treat it as such. I need to treat it as such. Hey, Cass, how are you? And what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out ways that I can build up over on my TikTok and also push people to come check me out over here. Now, according to the rules on TikTok, I need 1,000 followers on TikTok to go live on TikTok. So yeah, we're working on it. We ain't even got 100. We ain't even got 100 followers. It takes It's not that easy to get 1,000, subs on there, and I'm not on there trying to go viral. I'm just trying to gradually build that thing up. But I do need to get it to 1,000 as quickly as possible so that I can go live on there and be live on there and live on YouTube or wherever I want to be at the same time. Now, the wonderful thing about TikTok is, kind of like, Instagram and everything, you got to be on screen. You can't be doing this, avatar-ish that people like to do on here. That's what I love. And I ain't afraid to come on camera. I'm not afraid to come on camera. And I'm glad that I started out with coming on camera from the very beginning, So it's never been a problem for me. It's never been a problem. But you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I'll be back on live on Friday. I'm going to finish up trying to get at least one of these videos out by Friday or Saturday. And then the other one, I should be able to finish it over the weekend. Those are the ones on the lifestyle, because the second one is going to be me giving you guys a little bit of my fall fashion sense. Things that I wear in the fall, And so that's coming up as well. So I got those things coming up. And I will see you guys on Friday. Let me see if I can get this freaking thing to act right, because StreamYard has not been showing me love tonight. It has been acting stupid as ish. Let me see if it's going to let me. See if it's going to let me play my outro. I'm still waiting. Trying to see. StreamYard. Okay. All right, you guys. I will see you guys on Friday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. This thing is just acting stupid. It just acted stupid on me. Wait a minute. This is just dumb. I don't know where it went. I swear. I don't know where it went. If it doesn't, okay, I'm trying to find it, y'all. This is just stupid. Okay, we tried. All right, you guys. Peace. Let's try it.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.
See y'all. I don't know what it's doing. It's tripping, y'all. It's tripping. It is tripping. It will not let me out. It will not let me out. Bye.